Hello everyone, welcome to this beautiful revision section with me. My name is Aisha Shuaib Beji and I will be taking you through a series of revision journey that, on the topics we've discussed previously during our class sessions. Now, before we start, please ensure that you have your pen, your notes for jotting, and try as much as possible to avoid any distraction that may come your way. Now, let's go through a series of the topics we've treated in our previous classes. The first thing we did was noun, then proper nouns, followed by common nouns. Next was concrete nouns. Next, abstract nouns. Then we discussed compound and collective nouns. Then countable nouns. Next, uncountable nouns. Then pronouns, object pronouns, and lastly, subject pronoun. Now, let's start. What is a noun? Recall that we mentioned a noun is a naming word, right? I told you that a noun simply means anything at all that has a name is a noun, isn't it? So a noun is a name of person, a name of animal, a name of place, a name of thing, names of ideas. All these are considered what? As nouns, because they are all given a name, isn't it? Now, examples of names of places. We have Abuja, we have Mina, we have Lagos, and so on. Examples of persons, we have teacher, we have doctor, we have Amina, Abdullahi, Abdul Qadir, and so on. Names of objects, we have tables, fans, windows, curtains, and so on. Names of ideas, we have honesty, bravery, courage, and so on. Now, all these are what's classified as nouns. Moving on to the next one, we treated types of nouns. Another types of nouns, the first we discussed was the proper nouns. And what do we say proper nouns are? Remember, we said that proper nouns are specific names of people, places, animals, or things, right? For example, specific name of people, we have Ben. Ben is written in capital letter. Names of places, specific, not general. So for schools, we have like Asafwa Academy. Remember, specific names or proper names are always written in capital letters. And what I mean by this is all the initials of the words are written in what? Capital letter. So if I want to write Asafwa Academy now, A is written in capital letter for Asafwa, and Academy, A is also written in capital letter for Academy. Moving on to the next one, we have common nouns. Now, what are common nouns? Common nouns are the general names of things, places, animals, or things. For example, city. Anywhere could be a city, right? Mina is a city. We have so many other cities also. We have boy. As long as it's a male gender, that person, and is a younger boy, that person is a boy, isn't it? So moving on to the next one, we have concrete nouns. What are concrete nouns? Concrete. Concrete is anything you can see and you can touch, right? Yes. So anything at all you can see and touch, that is considered a concrete noun. And we have so many examples around us, isn't it? Even where you are right now, I'm sure you have so many concrete nouns around you, right? So we have examples of concrete nouns. We have chairs, we have beds, we have doors, we have fans, we have projectors, laptops, TVs, and so on. Then abstract nouns. What are abstract nouns? Abstract nouns are feelings or ideas. These are names or nouns that you cannot actually see or touch, but you can feel it, right? These are abstract nouns. And examples of abstract noun is joy. Can you see joy? No, but you can feel it, right? When you are happy. Happiness is also an abstract noun. Love is also an abstract noun, and so on. Courage, bravery, and so many other examples like that. Moving on to the next one, we have the compound nouns. And recall that we said compound nouns are when we join two words together to form a word. We have example, classroom. Classroom. Class is a word on its own, right? And the room is another word on its own. Now, bringing these two words together, it gives you what? Classroom. We have toothpaste. Toothpaste. Tooth and paste, right? And we have so many examples like that. You have football, your foot, different word, and ball, different word. Now, these are examples of compound nouns. I'm sure by now you have tons of examples of such nouns in your head. Now, moving on to the next one, we have the collective nouns. And what are collective nouns? Collective nouns simply are the group of names of things. Do you understand? It's just like a grouping. That's a collective noun. And we have team. Team of players. Now, in that team, we have so many people in the team, right? But we don't want to, okay, we have Mr. A, Mr. B, C, D, and that, like that. So, since they are all coming together for a specific purpose, it means that what they form a group, and that is a team. We have choir for people that sing, right? Very good. We have head of cattle, right? Head of cattle, and so on. Now, moving on to the next one, we have countable nouns. And what do we say countable nouns are? Now, countable nouns from our previous knowledge are nouns that can be counted. Anything you can count at all is a countable noun, right? Now, I'm sure you have so many countable nouns surrounding you right now. Then, example, when I have a single book, that's one book, right? A book. That means it is one. If I have two books, it becomes what? Two books. I'm able to count 1 and 2 to give me 2. Do you understand? So that's a countable noun. Moving on to the next one, we have the uncountable nouns. And then we said uncountable nouns are nouns that cannot be counted. But for this your age, this is where we are going to stop. Mind you, in an advanced class, countable nouns are not nouns that cannot just be counted, but can be measured. Do you understand? But for the sake of this lesson, we are going to stop here. Moving on to the next one, examples of uncountable nouns, we have so many around us. We have sand, we have oil, we have water, and so many other examples that we cannot actually count. Now, moving on to the next topic, we discussed syllables. And what do we say syllables were? We said that a syllable is a unit of sound in a word. What is a unit? Now, when you want to form a syllable of a word, you have to put at the back of your mind that each of these units must contain a vowel sound. It doesn't matter whether it is just that vowel sound that will stand alone. It doesn't have to have a partner to lean on. Now, I'm going to give you an example of this. We have one syllable. Now, syllable is divided into different categories. And we have one syllable, two syllables, that's we have monosyllable, we have disyllable, we have tri, poly, and so on. Remember, from our agricultural knowledge, we know that mono means what? 1. Di means what? 2. Tri means 3. Poly means 4 and above, right? So, example of a one syllable, we have cat. Please, can we divide cat into any form of syllable? No. Can you divide it? No. So, and yes, this brings me back to our previous knowledge that we've already built on. Remember, we said when we want to form a syllable, we either what? Remember when we did an exercise in the class that we can either clap our hands or hit the table. This will give you a very short way or shortcut to knowing syllables. Now we have cat. Cat. Can we clap? How many syllables does cat contain? Cat. That's what? 1. School. School. 1. Right? Door. Door. 1. Beautiful. Now moving on to the next one, which is the 2 syllables. We have table. Table. How many syllables? 2. Window. Window. How many syllables? 2. You can see even from clapping or hitting your table, it easily gives you the number of syllables that word contains. Now moving on to the next one is example. 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 Now for some, we just write it and then exam, that's the exam, and then pull. That's very wrong. Remember, I told you that syllables contain a unit of sound, and that sound is the vowel sound. So it together, different, and the remaining parts of the word. So example. Moving on to the next one, we have pronouns. Pronouns are words that are used instead of a noun. And why do we use pronouns? This is to avoid repetition. Now, examples of pronouns, we have he, she, it, you, they, we, and like that. Now, pronouns are divided into different types, but for the sake of this class, we are only going to discuss two types of pronouns, which are the subject pronouns and the object pronouns. And what do we say object pronouns, subject pronouns are? Remember, I told you in a sentence, anything or anyone that is doing the action is the subject, right? Yes. So anything or anyone that is doing the action is a subject. Now, subject is the doer of an action. Examples: I, you, he, she, it, we, they. I'm sure you can give me tons of examples using these pronouns. Then we have sentence practice. She plays football. She plays football. She can be replaced with a noun, right? Okay, Amina plays football. Now, Amina is being replaced with she. Can we say her play football? No, that's very wrong. The next one is we watched a movie last night. We watched a movie last night. Beautiful. I hope you are following. Please don't distract yourself. Moving on to the next one, we have the object pronouns. And what do we say object pronouns are? Object pronouns are pronouns that receive the action, right? Anything that receives an action in a sentence is referred to as object pronoun. Now, examples of these object pronouns, we have me, you, he, her, it, us, them. Remember, the subject pronoun of me is I. For you is you. For he, it's he. For her, it's she. For it is still it. For us is we, and for them is they. Now, putting this at the back of our mind, we now use these words in sentence. Give the pen to her. Give the pen to her. Not give the pen to she. That is very, very wrong. Because now the receiver of the action is her and not she. The ball hits him. The ball hits him. Him in the sentence is the object. I hope you have followed through everything we've been doing so far. Please, I'm sure you have lots of questions that you want to ask. Don't hesitate to ask your questions in the comment section down below. Please make sure you comment, drop your questions, drop everything that you want to ask, and I'll be here waiting for you. With this, I say wassalamu